Hello and welcome, dear viewers. We are here for you with part second of the presentation that was aired for class 7th. This presentation is prepared by Taslim Arif and is supported by State Council of Education Research and Trainings JKUT. This presentation is about weather and climate. Let's go for it. First, we must know what is weather. Weather is the condition of atmosphere at a particular place for a short period of time. What that short period could be? That could be hour to hour, day to day. It can be up to weeks time, or the similar conditions maybe for months together, but not more than 2 months. So weather is such a thing which talks about fluctuating nature of conditions of atmosphere. If we see, we will talk of rainy, partly cloudy, cloudy, sunny, snowy, stormy, lightning. All these are concerned with weather. So when we talk of the conditions of atmosphere, we talk of these conditions which are very much reflected in these pictures. And when we talk of climate, what it means? This weather data is collected for not less than 35 years by meteorologists, and then going by the calculations we come to know that average conditions of weather operate in a particular region, and that very average condition of weather of a place which extends for longer period of time, that represents climate of a place. If we talk of India, the climate of India is considered to be tropical monsoon type climate. But we see we have hot weather season, we have cold weather season. Monsoon means either winds blowing from ocean towards land or land towards sea. But we have two more seasons as well. It means most frequent conditions what remained here is the monsoon mechanism. That's why we say we have monsoon type of climate. So simply saying average conditions of weather of a place for a long period of time represents climate of a place. Now there is always unit of measurement for anything to be measured. When we talk of unit of measurement and what should we know as far as weather and climate is concerned, we should know about elements of weather and climate. Those units are called as elements of weather and climate. What are those elements? Let's have a look at this picture. We'll be coming to know that temperature is the first and foremost thing, which is very important to know when we talk of weather, because this temperature has direct bearing with atmospheric pressure, because atmospheric pressure and temperature are inversely proportional to each other. Experiences of places having high temperature will be having low atmospheric pressure, places having low temperature will be having high atmospheric pressure, and difference of atmospheric pressure between high and low will create a gradient. That's how winds will start blowing from high pressure to low pressure. And temperature has very good connection with altitude as well, because places having high altitude will experience low climate, this cold climate, because in troposphere there's a trend of decreasing temperature as we move up, and humidity as well. More temperature, more evaporation will be there. That's how humidity is, means amount of water vapor is present in the atmosphere. Then we have distance from the sea. We have Latitudes. Latitude means places close to equator will experience high temperature, then the places which are away from equator towards poles experience low temperature. Then we have local conditions. If we talk of this India, India is a tropical region, but we have Himalayas here, and Himalayas is a mountainous area. It has high altitude. Otherwise, the conditions should have been very good here, and fair ones, like high temperature regime should have been here. But because of Himalayas, the trend is changing. This is influence of local conditions. Had India not been surrounded by oceans on three sides, then I don't think we would have expected what's called as monsoon type of climate. Then most important is precipitation. What's the coming down of rain, snow, hail is all about precipitation. It's very important to know about these elements, and these elements vary from place to place, region to region. That's why when elements are not same, the climate can never be same. If we talk of temperature and altitude, areas close to equator experience hot climate conditions. Temperature is inversely proportional to atmospheric pressure. Areas away from equator experience cold climate. Very simple. As I said, places close to equator receive direct radiations from the sun, therefore are hot zones. Places away from the sun experience low temperature or cold regions. This is how this cycle of this precipitation takes place. There is a this temperature on these water bodies. It is what's called as evaporation. Then evaporation, formation of clouds. Then formation of clouds, there will be condensation. After condensation, there will be precipitation. At the same time, if we talk of landform formation, there are some volcanic eruptions going on. Those volcanic eruptions creating a lot of change in the climatic regime of a place, because increasing temperature, especially in high altitudes, when it's volcanic activity there, a lot of temperature, a lot of gas is released in the atmosphere. So local conditions play a part and influence climate of a place. Then we have areas lying at low altitude experience warm climate. It's common sense. The air always moves from high pressure to low pressure. As I said, the gradient is created. It is because of the movement of the air from high pressure to low pressure that we experience monsoon type of climate in India. Because during this hot weather season, winds are blowing from ocean towards sea. Since winds are coming from ocean, they are rain-bearing winds, and those rain-bearing winds, after striking against Himalayas, high mountains, cause a lot of rainfall. And during winters, it's because of western disturbances. Similar mechanism and phenomena operates because of westerlies. Those western winds reach our Jammu and Kashmir and Himalayan region, and this is how this pressure difference plays an important role in modifying the climate of a particular place. Now, if we talk of wind system, these are permanent winds on Earth. Okay, this is uh, low pressure zone. This is high pressure zone. This is again subpolar low pressure zone. This is again subpolar high pressure zone. This is permanent how winds move from high pressure to low pressure, high pressure to low pressure, and how these cells are created: headley cells, feral cells, polar cells, westerly trade winds, easterlies. But these permanent wind systems, which have to blow in this direction, these are modified by local conditions. I will again quote India here. The movement of air in India should have been from northeast to southwest. But if we see advancing monsoon seasons, the winds are blowing from southwest to northeast. That is because of the presence of water bodies on three sides of India. So, what we call as permanent winds, then we have seasonal winds, okay, then we have local winds. This wind system also has a very important role to play in modifying the behavior of climate and weather. The moisture, when water evaporates from land and another water bodies, it becomes water vapor. It is because of the amount of water vapor present. That's what's called as humidity. And this humidity again has a far-reaching influence on conditions of atmosphere, conditions of climate. Water vaporizes and it starts cooling. It's called a condensation. Then after condensation, it will be precipitation. The precipitation will again differ from place to place depending upon how much air has been accumulated. The air which was containing moisture content. Okay, it depends in which season this condensation has taken place. Is it warm season or is it cold season? Because during winters it will be snowfall, but during summers it will be predominantly rainfall and hailfall. That's when temperature decreases below 0 degree. During winter, snowfall occurs. Rainfall is very important for survival of plants and animals because it is this weather and climate which, on the basis of that, the life is possible on the surface of Earth. So, this was all about this presentation. Thank you very much. Stay tuned, stay safe, and protect yourself from COVID 19. Take care of yourself and your family. Thank you.